got some major valve cover ventilation issues going on. Coming out this back, it's got a baffle in there in the valve cover, but we're pushing about a quart every 30 to 40 miles. So we put a bigger catch can. That one was just greasing everything underneath and making a mess. So we catch it in that one, and we're going to try putting some steel wool to make an extra baffle inside this adapter fitting we got here. See if that'll slow down the oil but still let the pressure out. I guess just let you know how it goes. At checkpoint number 4, drive day, MacFab beadlocks van pulls up, and Bang Shift Chad and I put on our engineer hats, and we built a oil return fittings map, and he ran over to Summit and got the fittings we needed to get the valve cover drained back, and then brought them to us at dinner, and we put them together the next day at the track. And some of the fittings were wrong from Summit, and Brian Tooley had what we needed. So between everybody's efforts, we was able to get a oil return from the valve cover back to the crankcase and get us headed down the road.
He says his goal is not to make any more of those. He wants to
So Brian Tooley Racing just saved our ass with this hose and fittings. We have a high volume oil pump in this engine here, and it's pushing too much oil into the valve cover. So when that happens, it's pushing it up through here and into this catch can here, and it's just not big enough to handle it. Plus we're losing several quarts of oil when we do that. So our solution was to put a bung here in the valve cover and run the oil back down into the oil pan when that happens. So this right here is for a mechanical fuel pump, and when each lobe goes around, it flicks the little rod. So we don't do this anymore. So there's a flat plate on there, so we're utilizing that area to add this hose. Again, that Brian Tooley Racing provided the parts for us to be able to do. So we're gonna put that on now and hope that it solves our oil issue.
He bought this car sight unseen. Flew back out, picked it up in LA, drove it to Tulsa. This thing. Unfortunately, butted up the ring lands on it. Put a 57 with that Fox Mustang. Nate Curran's back, the stick shift Fairmont. Again, this thing was running in the rowdy radial category, those little 235 tires. He said, let's put a big tire on it, but then to make it harder, let's put a stick in it. This thing has been in the...
We stopped at a vape shop to get pipe cleaners, and they didn't have any. But right next door was this antique mall. We went in there, and there was 3 ladies there that were able to help us with getting the pipe cleaners we needed for our arts and crafts project. This is truly the most unlikely auto parts store ever. Stay tuned to see where we put them. Almost put it back together when we start it. I don't know how we're gonna fuck them out, but I'd say we start it to see the oil still makes it to the top. We don't burn this fucker up. He said he's done it. The internet does say it's hell to get them out.
We might just be the Vikings.
I think if you could get it out of there enough to get a hold of it, it would come out. But it definitely is going to want to come out the top way, not the bottom way. Which maybe I should put it in there the other way. Now, I'm putting the twisted part, I'm folding it over on the top so that it holds all that shit in. So we are 30 minutes in to putting pipe cleaners into our push rods to restrict the oil going to the top, because that drain back that we installed still, it helped, but it did not fix it. So we're trying to cut down on the amount of oil going to the top end of this motor. This is our last one, number 12 here on this 6-cylinder of putting pipe cleaners in the push rods. We'll start it up here in a minute and see if we still get oil to the top, and then we'll head down the road. You ready? See if we get oil out of our pipe cleaner push rods. Let's go, baby. Fire it up again.
You gotta know.
Looks like they're all catching oil here.
Yeah, they're getting some.
It doesn't take much to keep that shit happy though. That one's still flooding.
That one's chooching.
There was a... Okay, so we made it about 50 miles up the road. Usually there'd be about 2 quarts in our catch can jug, and I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's basically empty. So I think our fix with the pipe cleaners may have been the solution.